show for it at the present time. This is tossed back in, a shallow throw in. Getting hands to it was Barnett. Good strong tap.
Bang for buck at the moment, obviously scoring the first of the afternoon, but you mentioned that inside 50 count, they can convert that on the scoreboard. That'll set them up really well. Here's Parker. One across Geelong and West Coast in game number 13 today for the Bulldogs. Quick ball forward, like there's no to do the defensive pressure as well, and then you get rewarded hopefully on the scoreboard as this one plays out. Barnett's gone in with free to the ruck. Here's Parker. Played for the free kick a little bit.
Right there, stay right there, stay there, stay there, stay there.
Free, wins it out to Parker. Keeps it in. Doesn't himself today to those selectors, but nonetheless, his full focus still lies with the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I know.
Grego takes it out there, had no prior.
It's only 2 o'clock. What are we going to do with this egg cake? Where can we talk? Can we tell us?
Got his hands full, Harry Barnett with free. Florenka handballs it out in hope. Drage had one coming away of the Eagles through Edwards Baldwin earlier in the term.
And the lady came to set up the lens about an hour ago, and she goes, it's all organised,
Petrocelli.
no one else coming. And we go, okay.
Not giving Florenka an inch whatsoever. Gross in there, as to his moment. How about that passenger play as well from Malachi Champion, the fend off for a little man. Coming out now, Sachs.
Long ball down the line to a contest. Big fly from behind, no mark. That was Livingston who was getting involved, so too Johnston.
Go, if you like, and yeah, results on the scoreboard, 24 points, the margin, free. Can they get a response to the likes of Bletchin and Parker? These familiar names combining. As we edge closer to half-time, Kyle Horsley's men will not want to take the foot off the pedal, given their lapses in the second half this year.
50 minutes of football to get the first major on the board, but that will spark a little bit of confidence into the half-time break, I would say, but there's still plenty of work to do for the league leaders. Parker.
3 goals this year up until that point, that's his 4th, so he's been playing some really selfless footy, but he's not going to complain when he gets an opportunity like that. As the ball comes to the mid.
Coming your way, it is the Eagles leading by 36. First clearance will be vital. Free got first hands to it. It comes to Parker, and Fremantle's forward 50. Solomon James, good knock down to Bletchenden, dribbles it towards full forward. Go his way a lot today, will ball it up. Deep inside 50 for the Bulldogs. They desperately need the first goal. Donaldson crumbing that ball. And with 4.5 minutes gone, the margin's back down to 30. Still a cushion for the West Coast Eagles, but by no means comfortable, given their propensity to fade away in the second half. And now waiting down there with Sparks. Does well, Sparks, to give it off to Dewar. Swings onto the right foot. That's a good kick. If only the mark was taken, Barnett couldn't complete it. Sparks with a great... South Fremantle just not using the open spaces well enough here. They've often played with a little bit of panic. Free. Got hands to it. Florenka. Hope you're keeping yourself nice and warm too. On a very cold and overcast Saturday afternoon. The first taste of winter weather, as we said, after 4 rounds in glorious sunshine. The former Bulldog who's won a premiership with South Fremantle on this ground 5 years ago. Popping his opponent up in the tackle, and now the loose ball's there to be...
Still have a firm grip on this one as it stands.
By no means comfortable, that cushion, as I said earlier, Rothy. They've kicked the first 2 goals, the Bulldogs. Can they make it?
Coming the way of the Eagles, Gross did really well to get hands to it in the first place. Barnett, haven't called his name too much. Gross, speaking of the man.
The first 3 quarters of this game, especially Trey Rusco, who's without a goal. Speaking of, Rusco quickly feeds it off. Drage had no one to give it to. All in front of our broadcast position as it's tossed back up. The 230s, and there was a high contact there, and it's going to be a free kick going the Bulldogs' way, and did a loss for words. 11-8 to 4-9, the Eagles lead. Could be on their way to their first win of the season. What a scalp it'll be.
Naylor medal race, and yeah, fitting that he scores a goal against the side that he vice-captained last year is coming through now. The clearance is...
Target presenting.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't think he, meant to kick that out there, if that's for sure. He obviously was just impacted by the pressure coming the other way as Ferreira South are going to do everything they can to draw back the margin as tight as possible. Barnett fell into his lap. What twist and turn to left in this one? Rusco. Body, probably seen them in quite a while in this competition.
And against that quality of opposition really is a big statement as far as the Eagles are concerned. As we get back out at the centre, Free. Couldn't get the against Ward, and it'll go the way of the Eagles. Harry Barnett goes laterally to Long on centre wing. For a bit, and some of them I can imagine will be catching their AFL side tonight. Maybe a good sign for the Eagles tonight against Melbourne at Optus Stadium. On the other side, with that second quarter, 6 goals second quarter, really laying the foundation for this win. For South Fremantle, it'll get tougher. They've got the informed Claremont.
Doesn't get any easier for them, does it? You know, there's no such thing as an easy opponent these days in the WAFL competition, as West Coast have well and truly shown today.
They'll be on the way to a very impressive victory. As you said, Rothy, I'm in agreement. It's the first time that they've really played 4 good quarters of football. 2 points the margin at half-time at Steel Blue Oval. East Fremantle letting by 4 goals at the first change. Have surrendered it as Free. Throws it onto the boot out towards goal. Nothing doing.
For a whole 4 quarters, although, as you said, probably impacting when this one's already in the books. Handball comes out. They're going to get another clearance.
No doubt about it. Definitely one of the Eagles' best team performances for a long time. Williams' kick is long. No mark. Chance now for the Eagles to get another one on the board. Dribbler into